I called this meeting today because I wanted to let everybody know how happy I am to be living in a democracy. Democracy is what makes America America. It is the threshold on which the house is built. Just as you cannot have a house without children, so too can you not have America without democracy. As the late and great George Washington once said, "Give me liberty or give me death." This famous quote, said by John Hancock, lays the foundation for which I believe I may do anything as I please. For examples, let's say I'm on a long road trip one day and I feel the sudden urge to relieve myself. I don't have to wait until the next pit stop to do so. I can just pull over on the side of the road, get out of the car, and do my business there. And you know what? Some of you may be asking me, how are you going to wash your hands, Colby? Which goes back to my main point, in which I can say, democracy lets me do anything that I want. Let's say I'm hungry one afternoon. I don't have to go in my kitchen and make a pizza. I can go to the nearest McDonald's and I can steal all their chicken nuggets and fries. And I will make sure to get the ranch, too. And you know, that's what makes me think that no one in America should be hungry and living on the street searching for crumbs, because everyone is capable of doing this. And here's another example. Because of democracy, you know, if I'm late for work one day and I decide, I have the ability to decide to go 100 miles per hour over the speed limit. That's my right and civic duty. Okay? And if a police officer pulls me over, then so be it. I'll just explain my case to him and say, hey buddy, I live in a democracy, so do you. If you were going 100 miles per hour over the speed limit, I wouldn't pull you over because I understand that it's your right to do that. And despite all these shenanigans that go on in my everyday life, I'm just glad that I'm not under the rule of evil dictators such as Winston Churchill telling me how to conduct my business. Yes, Peter.
I'm just a little confused. What exactly is this meeting supposed to be about?
As a member of democracy, I like to look at myself as a free thinker who can single-handedly influence the government and its decisions. Once I sent a letter to a congressman with a suggestion, and a month later I got a letter back, a hand-typed letter with an electronic signature. That is one of the most proud moments that I have ever experienced. And I keep that letter on my desk every day to tell people and to remind people and myself that I am so much better than everybody else.
Well, how do you know he carefully considered your idea? I mean, he might have just mildly considered it. And do you think he even considered it at all? Or even read it?
Yeah, Scott, well, if he didn't read it, then why did he sign it? Okay. I have the power to influence legislation. I am equal to the men and women in government.
Okay, well, actually, there's no real equality in democracy because of the people like you who are inherently less capable than those who are in charge. Thank you. I don't understand. Seriously.
Okay. Now, how can you say that there's no equality in democracy when democracy is built off of the essence of equality?
Well, hold on. To help you understand what my colleague is saying, let me explain. There are those who are naturally intelligent and able to be successful by themselves. And then there are people like you who struggle to maintain even the slightest bit of common sense. This proves Gabe's point that because you are naturally less intelligent than others, you are not their equal. Therefore, just because you were told that you are equal to others does not mean that you have any say in legislation or government. In fact, you have no say because the government controls you.
The government certainly does not control me. I decide with my own free thinking where this nation goes. I vote every single year.
You actually have no say in what the person you vote for actually believes in. Your vote is worth basically nothing, actually. On the broad scale, you have to accept the outcome of what the vast majority thinks and believes. And basically, you can decide whether or not you agree with it, but you can't actually impact it. Who did you even vote for in this last election anyways?
It's none of your business, but I voted for Donald Trump. And
what do you know about Donald Trump?
I know that he wants to build a wall.
Is he a Republican?
It doesn't matter if he's a Republican or a Democrat. It doesn't matter. I don't vote for people based on their party allegiance.
That's exactly my point. You only vote for him because they talk about him in the media. So you determine your decisions based off of what you hear from other people.
Really?
So you're controlled by democratic despotism.
Colby, overall, he is obviously the worst boss I've ever worked with.
That was literally the dumbest thing you've ever said. You don't know what you're talking about. Why don't you just get a little bit of
Why don't you learn politics?